Hello, everybody. It has been a long time since I've seen you guys. It's late. I'm looking a little rough, but I've been hearing a lot about this Scotty Kilmer app, the Carkiller, that he's been talking about. And I wanted to do a deep dive and see what was going on with it. He's been keeping it under wraps. He's been very secretive about it. All he's said is it's a great app, and he's taken his time on it to make sure it's perfect. He has, let's see, on the 25th, just 4 days ago, he released this sort of like promo.
Rev up your engine!
This sort of like 1 minute video about it.
My own car app. This app is going to be completely free.
So I wanted to see what was going on and see what kind of app it was, but there's no information on it. So I wanted to see like what's behind the scenes. If you want a little background behind me, I'm in tech. I'm a by trade, by profession, I'm a software engineer, and I do a lot of web stuff. So I thought, well, maybe I could dig up something, anything, you know. So if you go to the app, the website, the Carkiller website, that's all you see. You see the logo and just a sign up sheet. And launching 2020, that's all you get. Everything changes. All right. So my first step, obviously, when you're looking into something like this, obviously for if you're into like web stuff, is to do inspect element, just check out what's going on behind the scenes. And there's a lot of the times like stuff like this, these little promo sites. There's not much going on here. There's a little more than usual for here because he has some like interesting style stuff going on. Not him, but whoever made this site. But couple of quick things that stick out. Of course, this sign up sheet, it directs to MailChimp. So it's just a MailChimp form. If you know anything about that, it's just a way for people to it's like an application that you can easily sign up and get like email lists. So, okay, I thought, whatever, that's fine. And then I found this one piece of JavaScript in here. And I don't expect most people to like understand what's going on, but basically it's a countdown piece of countdown's code. So at some point, they're going to update the website with this element called WP blog, jetpack, blah, blah, blah. And it's going to be a date. So they're going to upload a date on here and it's going to start this countdown thing. So eventually what's going to happen is somewhere on this page, there's going to be like a little counter or something. It's just going to say like days, minutes, hours. And you can see here, down here, yeah. So they're going to have days, minute, hour, seconds, just counting down. And then when it reaches it, they're going to have like this little firework thing. I don't know, fireworks and whatever. So that's what's going to happen with the site. But I've dug and dug. The date isn't hidden anywhere on the site. So I guess, at some point. So the last time this site was updated was on February 14th. Valentine's Day. Who's working on a website on Valentine's Day? So there's no date on here. That was too bad. I was a little disappointed about that. I was hoping. Let me double check I'm recording. Yeah. I was hoping I could dig up the actual date on there, but they're keeping it very on the DL. My next step was to go to a Whois record to kind of see who registered this website. So if you go into carkiller.com, I am not a robot, I assure you. I am not Mark Zuckerberg. So they did something it's pretty common nowadays. They kind of hid their registration. So you can do anonymous registration now for domains. And so the only record you'll find is who they registered it with, and which is GoDaddy.com. Okay, that's pretty standard. No surprise there. a little disappointing. I was hoping that since it's a company and he claims like they're like legit like hardcore people, they know what they're doing. So I was hoping there was like a big company behind it and they would have the registration information there. No dice. So I dug around a little bit more on the website. Here's the site map. Nothing. I was hoping there would be some more hidden pages or something on there, but nope, that's all there is this carkiller.com. So, bummer. So I dug around a little bit more and I found this this feed, this RSS feed for the website. There's some more information here. Most of it's not very important, but you get down here and there was an extra page that has been indexed in the RSS feed. Let me see if I can. Bear with me. Oh, here it is. Okay, P equals 3. My bad. So there's one extra page that's registered on the RSS feed. And this is where it gets really weird, okay? I didn't expect this at all. And this kind of threw me for a loop. If you know anything about like the app development process or anything, if it's being developed by like a development house, like a company that does this professionally, and they have a team of developers and they get the order in, the contract, and this is very unusual, and this has a lot of the fingerprints of just a freelance like Joe Blow app developer. So if you look at it, he has this quote up here, this picture, whatever, a like button, this profile thing for Carkiller app, which what this is like a authorship thing. So let's go and see what the author pulls up. Author archive, Carkiller, blah, blah, blah. Same stuff. Date, which says the last time it was updated. So what this is, what he used here is a blog template. Nothing too special. So if you go back to this /p equals 3, that's what pulls that up. And if you go to p equals 2, bear with me, kids. No? Okay, found it. All right. So this is the 5th page. So it redirects to this where it says blog trashed. So what he did is he spun up the template for the site, and I think this is just a WordPress thing, and I'll get into who he is later. So it says blog trashed. I found some other ones where it just said like about page trash or something like that. So he just deleted the pages, but he didn't delete the references and the indexes. So those are still there, and that's why that's coming up. All right, so let's dig a little deeper. Who is this guy? Who am I talking about? If you dig around on this page, you'll find this name. Where is it? Okay, sorry. Hopefully I'll cut all that out where I was looking for this stuff. I couldn't find it again. Okay, so who is this guy that made this website and who probably is working on this app? And I'll tell you why in a second. So there's this image reference down here, 26demo.files.wordpress. What happens if we go here? You find this WordPress blog by this guy named Takashi Irie. I think that's how you say it. I'm not totally sure. And here he is right here. Last time he updated his blog was in 2015, and he writes some very bizarre stuff. I don't know. It's weird. I didn't dig too much into it. What I did was move on to just a standard, just like Google search for this guy. He has another website, which just is blog. He has his own domain here. And last time this was updated was in 2017. some music stuff. It's just, I don't know. It's weird. Um, but who is this guy? Is he a web developer? Is he an app developer? Yes, he is. I made it all the way to the 5th page. So, if you find Takashi Irie on the iTunes Apple Store, he has developed, and I found his profile elsewhere too. He has developed 2 apps that are on the App Store under his own name. Now, that's not to say he hasn't worked on or made other apps under another company name. That's totally possible, but as it stands right now on his own, he has made 2 apps. One is a Swiss railway map. And I should note that this guy is UK based on some of his other profiles on like different places. And it's a mapping software, and it was released in 2012. I thought it was newer than that. Wow. So this came out in 2012. It's just a iPhone app for railways in Switzerland. Not very interesting. And the other one is called Maps Gallery, and this came out in 2017. So yeah, you notice that his name sounds Japanese. This is also offers it in Japanese, and he's UK based. So he seems like a Japanese app developer based in the UK. This came out in 2017. So what is Scotty's app then? Based on this information, this guy looks like a map. He specializes in maps. I hope it's not a map app, but as far as I can tell, I mean, based on the clues and the evidence that I have in front of me, it looks like just one guy working on this. There's nothing pointing towards any kind of development house, no company or anything like that. So, with that being said, I can expect some delays and some bugs and lack of features. That always happens when you have a single person developing an app for somebody else. Things get pushed back, or things don't work out the way they planned, or anything like that. So I think my personal thought, or my personal speculation, is what this app is going to be is a subscription service for Scotty Kilmer content. I don't really that would be crazy considering how many videos he pumps out, and he's got 3 million plus subscribers. I don't see him making the same kind of money on this. But apparently this is going to be a free app. I think that's what I heard. I'm sure there's going to be paid content on there. And he claims that it's going to be he doesn't want people stealing his idea. I mean, there really aren't any new ideas, nothing super novel anymore coming out as far as applications go. There's just new twists on old things. What I speculate it's going to be is a Bluetooth OBD2 scanner code reader that's going to tell you tips based on the car you have and the code you have, and maybe some repair stuff. That's just speculation, but this guy, he seems to be really into maps. Maybe that's why he sought him out specifically. I don't know how Scotty Kilmer got in touch with this developer in the UK. If he lives in Houston, there's a big tech industry in Houston, Dallas, and Austin, and even San Antonio. There's a lot of tech companies there, a lot of freelancers, a lot of commercial software development houses. So yeah, it's kind of bizarre he went with a freelancer in the UK. But who knows? So those are the updates on the Scotty Kilmer app. I'm curious. I'm very curious to see it, because simply from a tech standpoint, to see what kind of stuff he puts out and the reception and everything. I okay, so I looked this guy up on GitHub. What was his name? Let's give him a quick Google. So if you don't know what GitHub is, this is a repository or just a website where people save a lot of their code. So there are a lot of apps on here that you can see the actual code behind it. So he does have a profile on GitHub, but what's surprising is for a person who's a professional, he's got 2 apps on the iTunes store. He's developing this. He only has 1 repository, which is highly unusual. I don't put much on GitHub, but I still have more than that. Just in the past, few years, just throwing stuff up there. Most people do. Most people have a lot more. But it's just JavaScript, basic JavaScript stuff. So who knows what this guy is really up to? I'm not gonna I don't really care enough to contact him or anything to see what the app is or if he's working on it for sure, 100%. But all roads point to this guy. His name's all over the website. That's his blog and everything. So that's what I speculate. But we'll see sometime in 2020. I wouldn't be surprised if this date doesn't change to 2021 or it just says launching soon or something like that. That tends to happen. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Sorry it's been so long. If you want to update on me, if you care. If you don't care, click off. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. If you do care, I'm back in the States. I moved back from Vietnam. I've been working here. I got a job at a company in June, I think. I've been working full time. I moved away from app development and more into proprietary software, doing stuff like that. I don't have much time to deal with cars. I've flipped a couple of Crown Vics from police auctions. I'm working on a old Super Beetle right now. But outside of that, I don't have a ton of time for cars right now. It sucks. I wish I did, but it's just been very busy, and I really don't care to watch Scotty Kilmer videos very much. It drives me nuts. I hate watching them, but sometimes I do it for you guys. But anyway, tell me what you think. What do you think about this app? Let me know. See you later.